Hi, and welcome to Chef's Corner at the Bark and Frog Willows Lodge. Tonight we're going to make a little dish for you that we call our squash and beans. It's basically a summer succotash, so it's kind of the end of the season, utilizing corn, fava beans, scarlet runners, and some other beans and squash as well. I'll talk you through it and show you how we go. I'm going to start off with a nice hot pan. A little bit of clarified butter in the bottom there. If you don't have clarified butter, you can always use any oil. We're going to saute a little chipolini onion to start. So chipolinis are nice because they have a little bit of sweetness and not the heat that a traditional onion, white onion might have. So we're just going to give it a brief saute, get a little bit of color going, and then add our squash. Any sort of summer squash here. The dish we're actually doing is kind of fun because it's also a Native American growing practice called Three Sisters, where you're utilizing squash, corn, and beans. Traditionally it's with winter squash, but we're using summer squash for this case to make a more of a traditional succotash. So right now we have our onions and our squash in there. We're going to top it off with a little corn. So we're going with the ingredients that take longer to cook are obviously the first ones to go in, and we'll finish off with the last. So the beans that I'm using in this instance, I have favas, scarlet runners, and then yellow pole beans. Yellow pole beans are raw, so these are going to go in first. The scarlet runner beans have been cooked off, and then the favas have been shucked and blanched as well. So the basis of this Three Sisters growing practice is that you're using the corn, the central stalk, to work as your lattices that actually provide a foundation for the beans to grow up and support. And then your squash around the bottom create a insulating layer, which keeps weeds from growing. Very harmonious practice of three different ingredients which all go very well together. At this point we're going to add our scarlet runner beans, which have been braised off in vegetable stock after being soaked overnight. You see a little bit of color happening to the onions in there. The squash is starting to get tender, as well as the beans as well. Just going to let everything kind of come together. At this point, we're going to add a little vegetable stock. Reduce the heat slightly to a simmer, and just let those cook and all the flavors melt together. And here we're going to add a little bit of cream sherry. Just a little bit. Add a little more depth and balance everything out just a tad. At this point, we want all that liquid to get soaked into the squash and really bolster up that flavor. We're going to turn the heat up just a little bit. Then add the final bean component to this dish, which are fava beans. The base component of this dish. You're welcome to add any other vegetables you like. These are all nice, good, end of summer, first of fall. Obviously corn goes right into November with harvest, and that's kind of when it winds down. Whole beans as well, and then your shelling beans, which in this instance we're using the scarlet runners. Those are the beans that are traditionally dried out and can be kept year round. So this is a nice little way to hold on to some of those summer flavors, get that nice freshness right into the later fall months, when a lot of your fresh ingredients are starting to disappear. Season it up with a little pepper. We're using white pepper in this instance. Some salt. And then we'll take a couple knobs of butter. About a tablespoon of butter there. Add too much butter because you don't want to completely overwhelm the flavors, but if you've ever had a piece of grilled corn with some butter on it, you know how well those two go together. So you definitely want a little bit of the flavor, but you don't want to overwhelm all the delicate flavors of the beans and squash. And the finishing touch in here is a little bit of verjus. Verjus literally means green juice, and it's a very light drinking vinegar essentially that is made from underripe fruits. In this case, it's made from underripe apples. Just a little bit of that is going to balance out that flavor. A little more salt there. Then for the finishing touch, we'll go over here and prepare the plate while it just finishes coming together. So right here I have a little bit of cheese. This is from Bellwether Farms. It's a really good quality whole milk cheese that comes out of Sonoma Valley. Give a nice liberal dollop of that in the bottom. And this, when all the squash and beans and everything comes into that, it's going to melt the cheese down into it and just really bring those flavors together. Here's the finishing touches. Just throwing it right in there on top of that cheese. Finishing it off with little squash blossoms. In this case, we're actually using winter squash blossoms because the summer squash have pretty much finished blooming. So we'll finish it off with a little. You got a little bit of liquid and juice down there. And this is your dish. It's a great way to remember summer, even straight into the nice fall months. Enjoy.